Hello everyone, Roberto here for another video review. This time we have the new Lindt Lindor Mint bar. Yeah, so basically I'd say the bar because, or milk chocolate bar even. Because normally the Lindor variety is a sort of sphere of chocolate, sort of smooth, melt in your mouth chocolate with a sort of more solid shell around it basically. And this is the bar version of it. So the mint one was actually a limited edition, at least in the UK edition of the spheres. But there's no inclination or indication, maybe that's probably a better word, to suggest this is limited edition at all. It just says new. So normally you'd expect limited edition or something there. So I don't know why the spheres are limited edition, but the bar itself isn't. Very strange. Now usually I quite like the way they've got that little, it says mint there as well. I quite like that. No, I'm not sure when that would be useful to have because I don't know anyone that would. Well, I don't know, maybe you'd stack them like that, I'm not sure. Because it's one of those long, thin, sort of typical Lindt sort of bars. They do theirs long and thin. There are a couple of other companies that do it, but sort of Lindt is the one that I mainly see doing it, and I think it's the first one as well. So, irresistibly smooth, it says there as well. I was going to say something before, I forgot what it was now. But yeah, quite, I think for me, I usually generally prefer eating sort of the Lindor sort of chocolate this way and by Lindor, as I say, I mean the sort of like the soft centered chocolate, which is sort of very sort of melting in my mouth, very indulgent. I usually prefer eating it in this bar format because there's too much of it. I find when I have a sort of one of the spheres, it's just usually a bit too much for me. It gets a bit too sickly too quickly. So hopefully this might be a bit more up my street and a bit better. So I still love the spheres though, but they just get a bit too sickly too quick. So so measure it with the flourishes before I forget. Should be about 20.9 or something, 20.8 I think it was last time I did one of these. 20.5. There we go. So I expect to lose about 3 centimetres on that. See how big the flourishes are. So it's quite nice. What does it say? What does it say? Milk chocolate with a smooth melting mint filling. There we go. So you can see all the mint leaves here. The filling is still chocolate coloured. So it's clearly flavoured rather than, well, it's not dyed green. What else do we have on it? Doesn't say anything else special. Quality guarantee, sustainability from Lindt as well, lindt.com if you want to find out what it says. Doesn't say fair trade or anything like that, I don't think. Lindt and Sprugli, I think it says as well. I'm not pronouncing that very well, but that's what it says. That's the company. Cocoa something or other. Farming program, there we go. Must be something to do with their sustainability or something along those lines. So it gives us per 100 grams again. It's a 38 gram bar, so that's really annoying, isn't it? It's basically a third of this. So got 611 calories, 45 grams of fat, 34 of which is saturates, so quite high in saturates now. So basically it's a third of it, isn't it? So it's roughly 200 calories, but just over 200 calories really. And then again, roughly around, what's that? Third of 45, so yeah, about 13, 14, 15 grams of fat in the whole thing, of which saturates about 11. So that's quite nice colour. I quite like the mint colour. It's that sort of, it's a turquoisey coloury, it's quite nice. Not quite turquoisey, but it's something along those lines anyway. It's quite a mint green. There you go. Yeah, so that's quite nice. I quite like the look of it. It's nice. It's got that sort of typical Lindor weird leaf thing going on. No idea what those actually are. It seems to have honeycombs in and leaves and stuff. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's some kind of plant. I don't know. Or a tree or something that's associated with Lindt. And it's got this sort of coat of arms as well. So you don't really notice that, but I've seen it before on them, and it's like a dragon. With a sort of medal, sort of like a heraldic mark above it. So I don't know if it's the Lindt family name or something. And their royal crest, I'm not sure. We don't get any blurb about Lindt, I don't think this time, about them being master chocolatiers or something like that. Normally there's some kind of thing on there with a guy all in white handling chocolate. Yeah, we don't get that this time. He just says Lindt and master chocolatiers, blah 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 blah. Probably just not enough room. Okay, so let's give it an open, shall we? Why not? Yeah, so it's about 20.5 centimetres across, wasn't it? So they're quite susceptible to breaking these as well when you open them, so you have to be careful. So So get a nice mint smell coming, which is good. Was a good sign. Yes, 17 now. So yes, we've lost 3.5 centimeters there. So pretty terrible that, I think. There we go. And a bit melty, so I have to be careful. But you can see there. You can see it says Lindt on each section, and there's 6 segments there. Yeah, so each one of these is basically 50 calories, I think, if we worked out right before, something along those lines. So let's give it a, so measure the thing, so measure at the sides, about 1.2, yeah. And obviously it's not straight at the sides, so measure the width there, about 16.6. The width at the top as well, about 1.2. The width at the bottom, 1.8. Okay, so there we go. So let's give one a bit of a cross-section cut, shall we? There we go. Be easy to see. Just reviewed some white chocolate Lindor bar, and a bit difficult to see the sort of smooth centre, but you can clearly see the smooth sort of truffly centre there. Well, not truffle, whatever it is. You can see the difference between the centre and the outside. So it's quite prominent. There's not much of an outside there, is there? And again, yeah. So yeah, a bit thicker on the top than that one though. The chocolate on the top looks a bit thicker, it's about a millimetre or two, sorry, around the edges. Okay, I think we should give it a taste. Let's lift myself up. Hello everyone, good to see you. Okay, so well, yeah, no easy way to say it. Let's give it a taste. Well, well, it's very much like the Lindor Spheres, the mint ones, as you can imagine. I just want to say, when I bit into this, you could see the bottom caved away there. So the inside is very soft. There you go, kind of pull away the bottom there. You can see that. Look at that. It's been layered in like a piped in or something, hasn't it? Interesting. Yeah, it's quite interesting. That don't normally see that. Yes, there we go. About to drop that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So let's give another. Yeah. Well, as you can expect, it's typical Lindor. So it just the middle just melts away. It's like a river of mint tasting chocolate goodness. Not too strong with the mint flavour actually. Right, it's quite subtle. Yeah. I think that was the case with the actual spherical Lindors as well. It's not bad at all. I think these bars get more of the ratio right with the sort of like the very sweet centre to chocolate outside ratio a lot better than the actual spheres do. I think it's too much of the sensory nose, and I keep saying that with all these, so apologies if you've heard it before, but yeah. For me the ratios are much better. It's a lot less sickly. It's still sickly, but just a lot less. Yeah, but there's obviously a bit less of a crunch as you get through, or a crack as you get through the outside chocolate. In fact, there's hardly any crack at all, really. Yeah, it's as mint ones go, mint's a bit of a sort of love it or hate it, I think, really, when it comes to chocolate. Well, take it or leave it, I guess, is a better way of saying it. Yeah, and generally, but I think this one's yeah, I don't know many people who rave about loving mint chocolate, really. You know, it seems just one of those that people sort of enjoy every now and again. And but this one's really nice. I think it's quite subtly mint flavoured, and I think really nice, quite refreshing as well when it sort of like dissolves on your tongue, in that Lindor fashion. And I think it's really nice. Yeah, I do like it, and I say it's still mint at the end of the day. So if you're not a big fan of mint chocolate, this isn't really going to change your mind, but I think you definitely prefer this over other things. And it doesn't taste of that sort of mint fondant taste either that sometimes you get in after eights and things like this. It doesn't taste too artificial either, and it doesn't taste too overpowering. You know, your palate sort of quickly cleanses itself of the mint flavour. So, well, it's still there, of course. You know, it's not, not talking miracles here, but it's still, yeah, it's nice, and it's just like the spheres were really nice as well. But these ones perhaps a bit more subtle insofar as you're not getting too much at once of the sort of Lindor centre. It's not as sickly. The whole thing's not sickly generally, actually. I've had 3 chunks of this so far, and I feel like I could quite easily finish it off and not feel too sickly about it either. So don't know if that's just an effect the mint has or not. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm a fan of these. I do like them. I think a 4 out of 5 for me. I think. Yeah, really good. You know, as I say, for a mint chocolate, it's really nice and it's really refreshing. Melts really nicely, not too sickly. Yeah, very interesting, and just strange how this isn't limited edition and the spheres are. I don't know, but yeah, I definitely recommend this. I think this is probably, the spheres are really nice, and as I say, they have that lovely crack as you bite into them because the chocolate's a lot thicker. But it's just too much of a centre for me. So this one finds the balance a lot better and just about right between the centre and the chocolate on the outside. But just about, as I say, you just miss out a bit on that sort of thick chocolate sort of surround. But you know, yeah, I think for the fact it's just a lot less sickly. For me, you know, I just prefer it. But that's what I find with the Lindt Spheres anyway. I find them a bit too sickly. So if you love that and it's not too sickly for you, then you probably prefer the Spheres over this. But either way, you can't go wrong with either of them. There we go, 4 out of 5. Okay guys, so if you enjoyed that review, remember to subscribe, like my videos, and I'll see you next time. Take care everyone, see you later. Bye for now. See ya.